Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you can see me and I can see you, which is a bonus, isn't it? Oh, lots of people on today. Lovely to see you all. We are going to have a little play with some of the new products from the latest collection of Sue Wilson, which was called Floral Panels or Floral Plates. Oh, who knows? Who knows, really? Something like that. I'm going to show you some of the dies that came in it, and then I'm going to show you another new product. Well, actually, it's not that new. Velvet Dust. Let's sneak that in. Velvet Dust. And I'm going to show you how I would go about using such a thing as velvet dust. Hold on, just check these lights, hopefully. Okay, so the collection is floral in mind. We have got some butterflies. They're not floral, are they? Some very pretty butterflies. They're all over on the website on maximumcrafts.com, and they're in the section called All Things YouTube. So all the things that I show you on YouTube are always under that section. Sometimes they're under other sections as well, but they're always under that one. The one thing I like about this one, well, one thing, I love butterflies, as you probably know, but I love these little solid ones, but with a little tiny antenna. There's an awful lot of detail on that, which is lovely. 8 dies in total, and that, as I said, is over there. Then we've got Dynamic Daisies, which is 10 dies in the set. Very sort of like the layered dies in a way, and as much as you've got the leaves and the bit, oh gosh, someone will tell me. Someone will be clever and know what that bit is called, because I can't remember. But yes, lots of lovely things for the daisies, Dynamic Daisies. Then we've got the Floral Medley, 15 dies altogether, and just a lovely selection of all different things. These little bits here, you'll be delighted to know, or at least I am anyway, is that this comes on one plate and these comes on one plate. You see? So rather than have all those little centres, having to cut them all out individually, because I'd have lost the will to live. I don't know about you. No, not the stamen, Ruth. It's that bit that's sort of, I don't know, because the stamens are sort of this bit. Is this bit the bit calyx? God, where did I get that from? I think it might be the calyx. Who knows? Someone will put me right in that second. So you've got like the solid butterfly, solid flower, and then you've got the line, the outline one. So there's lots of different choices on there, and that's the Floral Medley. Then you've got Wild Roses, and as I said, a very similar setup with that. Some lovely little leaves, stamens as well, individual leaves, individual petals, 10 dies in total. Wild Roses. Oh, yeah, Teresa says I'm right. Yes, that's it. That's it. Oh, I wonder what you were saying, Jill Cunliffe. Fabulous foliage, which is rather fabulous. Very, very pretty set here. 14 dies in total, all individual ones, so that you can see that they are all individual dies, not plates. But there's a nice array of different sizes, shapes and types there, including a little bit of ivy, which again is sort of like a nice generic type of foliage. Fabulous foliage, that one is called. And then we've got the plates. Now there are 3 plates in total. This one is the Magnolia cover plate. So we've got Magnolia, we've got Wild Roses, or Roses, sort of like a, you know, I've gone and left that in the other room just for the sake of it. Very pretty though, so I'm going to have to go and get it. Bear with me. I've got to go and get that for you. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't know why I'd left that in there. So that's the Magnolia. Then we've got this one, which is, cut out 2 of these, rather beautiful. And this one is the Wild Rose. Yeah, it was Wild Rose cover plate. So you can see that one in all its glory. And the one that I'm going to work on is the Wild Daisy. And that's this one as well. Now, what I'm going to do with them today is that they all work in exactly the same way. So it really doesn't matter which one you choose. But I thought I'd use the daisies, but any of them would do. When they call them a cover plate, so I'm told, the cover plate means that you could make your whole card just of that. So say, for example, with this one, you could have your whole card just with that as the card. It is not quite then an A6 card. And I have a feeling it might be more along the American sizing of card to call that a cover plate. But it does sort of do everything that it says on the box. I've used very, very pale colours on there, so you can hardly see. So hopefully you'll be able to see a bit better with what I'm actually going to use. So you can do the same technique with any of them. And these are the cover plates of what I'm going to choose to do today. So I did cut this one out because I did this at the class that we had yesterday. I was playing about and cut them out, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was Julia. So Julia, if you're watching, she said go with the daisies, so it's her fault that I didn't pick the roses. We're going for the daisies, but they're very pretty as well. So let's pop them all to one side for a minute and grab our plate. So we have got this plate here, and it measures about 10.5 by about 13. So I'm going to put it onto a 5x7 card in the end. And I'm going to grab myself, I want to use the not diamond dust, velvet dust. So first of all, I'm going to grab myself a piece of white card. Okay. And onto that white card, I'm going to put myself some double-sided sheets. So you have got a sheet of adhesive within this sheet here, and you've got 2 protective covers, one on the other. Now I'm going to cut it roughly to fit on here, and that sort of line there, to be honest, that will go nicely. So let me just do that with the scissors. I'll cut down that line so that it more or less covers my piece of card. So what I find is that when I want to do double-sided sheets and work with that type of thing, rather than cut out the piece of card to the size I want in the first place and then try and put a piece of tape, double-sided sheet on it, I prefer to put a piece of double-sided sheet on it and then cut it out, because then I can be sure that my sheet has gone right to the very edge. So I'm just going to remove the backing of this, as I want to be able to use it. I never get it the right way around, and I haven't done today either. So I'm just going to take that piece off, turn it over. I don't know if you can see, but that is, or you can see it shiny. That's really, really sticky. And pop that straight onto my piece of card that I've got there. Okay. Then I'm going to bring in my great big cutter, and I'm going to cut this piece at 14 centimeters by 11. So I'm just going to trim the sides down to make sure that I've got the double-sided sheet all sides, and then you can just, so that's 11, and then just by, let's take a little trim off of there, and that's to 14 here. So I know that I've now got sticky right to the very edge, and as I said, I might have a little bit of waste of that paper there, but in all honesty, I've wasted a lot more paper in the past by doing it the wrong way and then getting it on skew width and whatever. So I'm going to then remove the protective layer on this side, which will also again reveal a very sticky surface. Again, maybe you can see it shining. And then I've already taken this die once and cut that out from black, so you can see. Okay, I don't know if there's a right or a wrong way, to be honest. I'm going to carefully hover that over the top of my sticky sheet, And then I'm going to stick that, she says, I can always trim it down a bit if I need to. Stick that straight over the top. I can see that that is, I've not got it quite straight, but I can, when I've put sticky stuff on it, velvet dust and all the rest, I can use that. I'm going to use the carrier sheet just to press that down and make sure that it is stuck in all places. So these type of dies lend themselves to all sorts of techniques. You could colour the background, not put any sticky sheet on. You could colour the background with pixie powders and then you've got the colours showing through. You can use one full colour behind and that's fine. You can paper piece everything. We are going to do a little bit of paper piecing. Or you can even colour, and it's very, very easy to do that. I did do that on this one. I used a very light colour, I know, but I did use that. You can't really see it, can you? It's such a light colour. I did use that, a little light colour on there, so you can colour in directly. But today we are going to do a bit of paper piecing and then a bit of velvet dust. So to start off with, I'm going to grab a sheet of, if I can see it, grab a sheet of moss green is what I'm looking for. A sheet of moss green. Trim that down. This is a bit that I've used because I'm not worried. I can fit it all in, but I'm not worried about fitting that all in because I only want some of it. So I'm going to tape that to my piece of card. Tape it in the middle. I think that'd be okay there. And I'm going to run that through my machine now. So we're going to do just a small amount of paper piecing, but of course you could do more with your daisies and everything on there. But I'm just going to give you a bit of a simple way of doing it. Sarah, you're late. Yes, I can see you're late. What were you doing? What were you doing? So you can see here, it's all cut out beautifully. Hopefully you can see that. Cut out really, really well. And I'm going to carefully slide that off my magnetic sheet. Yeah. And then grab a piece of paper, pop that to one side, and then I'm going to turn it over. So it's in exactly the same position as this one is. I've got the 2 daisies at the top and the 3 daisies at the bottom. From this one, I can see a little bit easier what it is that I want to be poking out. So I'm only going to be poking out and placing into here the green leaves. So if we start off with this one here, we can see we've got 1, 2 pieces for that one, 2 pieces for that one, and 2 pieces for that one. So I'm going to have a look on here, and I think it's fairly simple to see. And I'm just going to push those through. I'll just make sure that one comes out. They look really odd, I know, but we will then simply pick them up, pop them into position, and there's only one place that it will fit, and that is where it came out from. Then this one. It's handy having the double edge one because then you can move it about a bit. And then this one. I hope it's been a gorgeous day where you are. It has been a really lovely summer day. And I've had my youngest one here for like 24 hours. So that's been really nice for a change. Haven't seen them. They're so busy working. All the youngsters are, aren't they? Still, it's a good job they are, I suppose. So you can see already that we've got the lovely flowers on there now, lovely leaves. So I'm going to bring this one over. And if you can look at this one, you can see that there isn't any greenery on there or there. That's a nice little bud. But down the bottom here, we've got that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and a very tiny one. Let's see if I can get it because it may well stay stuck. I can just peel that one off. To be honest, if I missed it, it wouldn't be vital. If I even, I've lost it now. So just as good, just as well it isn't vital. I think it's fallen behind the others. So tiny. I've poked it behind. Never mind, we won't worry about that one. So let's just pop these into place. So as I said, just doing the leaves, not doing any more but the leaves here today, because we're going to use our velvet dust. It's a bit, if you like jigsaw puzzles, this is just, I only like jigsaw puzzles if they're easy. So this one really lends itself to being easy. There we are. That's that one in place. Then we've got some more leaves over here. So we've got one down there and one down here. So that's those two and those two. Oh, there's my little bit falling out. Try not to get too excited. Get it in the right place. I knew it was there somewhere, just couldn't see where it was. There you go. And then that one and that one. And that one falls in the place very, very well, which is really good. A bit of black sneaking in there. And then finally, we've got this one at the top, and there is a few on this one. So let's just go with that. So we've got that one, and we've got that one and that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So they're in pairs, so it's fairly simple. You just, it is easier to leave the die, leave the card in the die, and then do it as you go along, to be honest with you. Because I don't think they're very, I mean, there's, when you put them together, you can see that they work really well and very easily. But when you're just trying to work with the odd shape, well, as I said, it's a bit like doing a jigsaw puzzle, but without a picture. Let's pop them all on here. So if you wished to do your flowers now a different colour, you would do exactly the same again, but this time you would cut it out in your colour, and then you would simply paper piece your petals in. And all of the ones are really ideal for that. I have to say, I think that this, where's it gone? This rose one is particularly lovely for that, because you've already got the middle bits in. In fact, it even looks lovely like that, doesn't it? But anyway, however, so with this one, what I'm going to do is grab my velvet dust. Now, velvet dust is a very clever product. It's a very subtle sheen. It's called chalk white because it has a duller effect. It's not really, it is glitter. There are glitter bits in it, but it's not a really bright and twinkling one. It's just right for this something. And it can even be stamped on. So we could sprinkle this all over and then stamp a sentiment in the middle if we wished. I have to do that another day, but not today. But yeah, we can do that. So this is white, chalk white. I'm going to sprinkle that over just like I would if I was doing embossing powder type of thing. I'll take my finger and I'm just going to rub it in so that it's filling in all those spaces on my sticky sheet, which is behind all of my flowers here. I'm just making sure I cover everything, including that middle bit and up to the edge there. And then just tap off the excess, grab a little brush, and again just smooth off. I'll show you in a second, but so when we've had things like diamond snow and that type of thing before now, it's got a sort of a very sparkly finish, and this has got a sparkle, but it's literally more like velvet, and it's got more of a texture. It even feels like crushed velvet. It's very, very pretty and very effective. And let's just get the worst of that off. and then just scoop this back into my pot. So although it looks as if you pour loads out, you also pour loads back in. So it's a 25 ml pot. Going to last you ages. Chalk white. It also comes with, sorry, not comes with, you can also get midnight black as well. So you could do it in black if you so wished. So let's bring in my card blank, which is my 5x7, as I said before. Just make sure that's nice and sharp there. And if you can look now at this surface, I wish you could see it in proper. It just has a very, very faint glitter to it. But this is just smooth and, well, no, that's incorrect. It's not smooth, but it feels like velvet. It's very, very pretty. I've then cut myself some turquoise card, which was 14.5 by 11.5. So it's just 0.5 centimetre bigger all the way around, and it just helps to bring those colours out nicely. The turquoise one has a bit of a sheen to it, so you can actually sort of catch a greeny colour to it as well, to be honest. So it's quite a nice sheen. I'm going to pop that straight down into the middle there. So this obviously is a very flat card, and you could orientate it either way, that way round, that way round, that way, or that way. It really doesn't matter. I think I'm going to go that way, just the same as I had it. So I'm going to put my card, you can see on a 5x7 where that is then. So if I wanted, I could put it in the middle, but I'm not happy with that. I prefer it to be either towards the top with my sentiment in a minute, or down the bottom. I'm going to put it at the top. So I'm just going to, not a bit of foam in sight. I must get my glue gun up and running again. This is killing my hands. And blocking. But then that's partly my fault because I didn't put the lid back on. Glue gun, why do you sit by the side of me? I shall do that as soon as I've finished on here today. See, now I know why I bought the glue gun. It'll probably decide to work just when I give up with it. So I'm going to put that up there. I'm looking at the top so that I've got an even space all the way around. And then just push that into position. And then I've already cut myself one of the mini shadowed sentiments, and I've gone with the turquoise background. This is the pearl turquoise background. And then I've gone with white for the sentiment itself. So this is the one, Best Wishes, that comes out separately in 2 words. I'll just pop that one there. And that one there. Make sure that we've got all the bits out from there. Oh, come here when you're told. Get out. You're not invited to this party. Come on, thank you. Because I've got a silicone mat, I'm just going to put a bit of glue, she says, hopefully. Or maybe not. Maybe not even. Oh, why did I not get the glue out properly? Hey, let's go for this one instead. I think I can get the glue out of here. This is the wider bottle. So just popping a bit of glue onto there. This is the wider nozzle. Just going to pop that onto my bit of glue, and then just carefully place that onto my surface. So you can see there, that's why you've got the shadow there. And then you're sort of guided when you put these together. You are guided as to where they should go by the mere shape of it. So that one goes over there a bit more, and then just lay that down like that. Just pick up the bits and pieces, wipe that off the surface, because otherwise you know what will happen. I'll go and put my finger in it right at the wrong minute. Bring my card back over, and I'm going to pop my sentiment down the bottom here. Again, now wishing I had put some foam on it, but never mind. Oh, should have picked up that sentiment, shouldn't I? Oh dear. Let's put this proper glue on. I prefer the other one because the other one comes out much finer, and I've got used to such a fine line now. And pop my sentiment down here. Obviously, any sentiments could be used. Any occasions for this type of thing, in all honesty. Best wishes kind of says it all as well, doesn't it? But there you go. So always difficult with the lights here, but I literally have got no more colour on it other than this coloured bit here, which is the turquoise, and it just makes life a bit easier if you're not into too fussy with this sort of thing. This is a simple way of doing it, but if you love your paper piecing, it's also a pleasure to do this type of one because you've got lots of definite spaces in order to do it. And as I said, I also really liked the wild roses. I cut those two out because I was thinking of doing some liquid paints into them, sort of like a stained glass window effect, but didn't get round to doing that. You know what it's like. So that's the wild roses one. And then you've also in this series got the magnolia, which if you look at any of the samples that are online for anything is beautiful, with just paints and just a hint of pink at the very bases of this. A really, really simple one to do there. So that's your cover plates all over on the website under the headline of all things YouTube. So you can find all the things that we've done today, including the velvet dust, the double-sided sheets, and the turquoise card. A couple of other cards in stock again, including the moss green as well. And then you will also find these bits of yumminess as well, which is all of our lovely flowers and foliage. Oh, and the butterflies, of course. So yeah, that's all over there for you. So let me just take these to one side. And we've got that little one there. Now, I know that I haven't been around a lot, but I'm going again. It's my little grandson's 4th birthday. And for those of you who have been following me for some time, can you believe it? That little precious little bundle is now 4 on Wednesday, which means that I'm afraid I won't be here on Wednesday. However, next weekend I will, and I'll make up for it because it is bank holiday weekend. So I will be here on Sunday at 6 o'clock. And I will be bringing you how many new dies? 3, if not 4. How about that? That's what you call a collection, eh? So yes, got some absolutely beautiful new frames for you. Again, something with a little twist and some other bits and pieces, which I'll let you wait and see when you see us on Sunday, which is the 26th. I've also got a lovely workshop with people on Saturday next week, and that is very exciting because most people are now starting to receive their packs, if not already got them. And inside they might find a very funny thing because it is an exclusive die to me, but not made by me. It's made by Creative Expressions for me to trial as an exclusive. How exciting is that? I'm very excited by that. Did you gather that? So all those people that are on that workshop with me, can't wait to show you. It's a beautiful die to work with. And I'm sure we're going to make Creative Expressions very proud for that. And it's very exciting to be given the opportunity to do such a thing for them. So I will see many of you next Saturday afternoon. I am still around until I'm only not here on Wednesday. So don't panic. I'm still sending out things and whatever. Have had a bit of issue with some supplies at the moment, coming a bit slower than I thought, but all your things will go out as soon as possible. And if you are not around until next Sunday, have a great week. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday and showing you all the new things that I've got in mind for you. So thank you once again, as always, so much for joining me. Yeah, lots of people are going to see me Saturday. Oh God, it's so exciting. Now calm down, calm down. Yeah, we're going to the circus. Can you believe it? Oh my God. Yeah, we're going to the circus. One of these sort of acrobatic type hair-raising circus things. I haven't been to a circus for years. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah, it's going to be great. And get to see my little baby granddaughter as well, who will be a year old next month. So all exciting for me. And then after all that, I'll be here all the time, every time you want to see me, I'll be here. So you thought you were getting rid of me, and then I come back with a vengeance come next weekend. So take care, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Oh, don't forget, thumbs up down here somewhere. Nearly forgot to tell you that. Thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please go and do that. You will then be notified half an hour before I'm coming, even if you've missed it elsewhere. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a good week. Bye.